Alright, I'm Wavdium. That was a bit too loud, wasn't it? I'm Wavdium. Welcome to the patch notes. So first I thought, okay, what if I check the Twitter first? There's some time for Ryoshu, partial correction, 2 pages, there's an update notice, there's new merchandise apparently, so it's not really anything interesting. Really. It's just reused art assets, fuck are these? Things? Wobbling things? I don't know. Don't tell me you're blind rocks. I mean, this is like a set of 6 or something? Wobbling acrylic stand. You have them be puzzle pieces as static, or you can put the bottom part to have them roll around. Okay. Just some reused art. Why'd you have to have the logo and the name of the character on it? That just seems a bit, you know, bad. And it's all the new stuff. Usually they do like the very old stuff. Wait. Oh, that's quite a lot if it's what turns out I'm thinking it is. Holy heck, it's 45 bucks. Yes, shirt. Durante lanyard? What? Any taste? What are these Yotard thing? Just a bunch of E.G.O arts. There's a lot of them. What? Why do you make so Yi-sung? It's 1 boss. No. Oh no, he has more. Free. Is it free each? Free each. Did holiday. Okay. Don't know what these are. 1 pack of 550. 9,350. 1 box. 7. Why do I go tides or something? I'm assuming so. I think that means pack of 3 and then 17 in a box. I don't know. Okay, so what's the actual patch notes? Let's start with the big news first. The bug, the download bug, partial protection issue after December 4th resolved. After the December 4th scheduled update, we've identified an issue where certain managers encountered download pop-ups or had their drive or extract buttons on the bottom right corner of the screen malfunction. After the 4th scheduled update, future update would occur repeatedly, putting the bottom right corner of the screen, drive, extract, etc. would cause download pop-up to occur repeatedly. Network service system malfunction. After the scheduled update, some occurred for users to access the game during the service system malfunction. Wait. So the people who played during 15 minutes ended up with this bug until it got fixed? Oh man, we're setting the cache data of certain network system, December 8th, Monday, which is today. Network service malfunction post update, service provider representative, and resolve. We set the data of all managers to access the game. Okay, so 500 Runancy. Okay, 500 Runancy. That's it. That's all your data here. Alright, now let's move on to the scheduled update. December 11th. Oh man, I'm still a bit sick from 2 weeks ago. Greetings, dear manager. Server entered through the same time. Okay, so N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, all Ryoshu. Wait, Contempt all. I thought it was just Contempt. Contempt all Ryoshu. New extraction. So don't buy stamp packages. Will be blocked. So updated. E.G.O interface. One more E.G.O adversity interior emerges at 50+ adversity store for achievements. Hidden boss enemies with the extreme mode. Oh. And choose between challenging the hidden boss enemy. The hidden boss floor does not remove the chance for other hidden boss floors. One hidden boss spawn on each floor. Oh. Okay. One extreme exclusive E.G.O mode this for being hidden bosses. Hidden has been there. It does not count towards complete all achievements, so just there for if you want to complete it. Okay. Extreme mode exclusive packs, certain refraction railway are featured. Featured theme packs. From Unity, Wine Free Terminus, Bride of Infinity, CCR, and Pencil Path, Pluton B Blood Fiends, Wine Free, Wine 4 Section 3, Wine 4 Section 4, Wine 5. To give players time to reach each identity, E.G.O just ramp up states and UIs for as possible. Remove the theme packs that feature several nodes with short battles, replace them with extreme primary feature long battles, and making certain E.G.O Diff's deployment teams position-based identities. This shows being more generous. E.G.O Diff's X identities have Swift. This shows being easier activation conditions. We show more detailed change while prior to the actual update in the future. That is, I think, T for the. I'm gonna shrink myself now. Shrink. So I feel like having the so allow for more variety and more versatility with the buffs. Okay, major changes. Update sign of Sinclair and those who realize who will be the sovereign of a star. The image of the sign is inaccurate. The following image of the sign will change illustrations, icons, storage bits, and more. Huh? Here's we use image was inaccurate. Okay, fixed indirect description protects the Hyshop Pack, Rube Branch, and Yi-Song, still tuned upside still here too. Target's death right for quantum condition. Target doesn't have death right. Yeah, but there's no sense in the like the update notice thing. As if it doesn't have death right, it was detection. Was that just in game they messed up the text for that? Inaccurate review. I don't need the reason. Change the function master text as we were put in past weaker than uptide. Before we return to change the function to fit the description. Office fixers Heathcliff support passive doesn't work. Oh. 4. Increase max charge up for support passive lasted even when Heathcliff substituted or returned. Only fast until his next turn start of Heathcliff substitutes or returned. So if he went back in, it bugged and kept the buff. Base stills used to Ward of Hung on his passive the Hyshop Ward, not trigger their combat start effects. Fix an issue where using the Lord of Hong empowered Stealthy, I carve the path of a Lord, would trigger the empowered still animation even when not meeting the conditionals. The issue where E.G.O equipped via sapling of right ability Superbia cannot be equipped again once unequipped. The issue where everything Greenery Mirror Dungeon Theme Pack's final wave boss pattern does not work properly. Okay, so that's Dong Beck. Fix an issue where shop in Mirror Dungeon of Homes shows 0 toss. It just shows, it's still toss, I guess. There's an issue where in chapter 8.5, Spring Cultivation Achievement Menu, claim all button is clickable even there's no rewards to be claimed. Main story, 8:30, 7 units winger even if the boss enemy dies, causing the battle to continue anyway. 8:30. Wait, was that I thought that was Wei Heng. So I'm assuming it's when he calls the thumb to reload himself. So if you kill him during that turn or them to 800, the will still be there, or is it not due to cutscene because there's still the thumb unit there? Is it the number of trigger nodes appear in the exploration complete screen of the mirror dungeon? Before it shows number of triggered nodes, it shows number of triggered nodes in the entirety of the mirror dungeon run. Change the description text master reward frame window that appears when upon triggering a mirror dungeon run. Past EXP, projection rate. Oh man, they messed that up. VFX for Shimmering Blood Fiend was missing. Throwing text function for mounting trials text boxes UI. A fixed issue where, when viewing enemy info from the stage info window, the effective attack types unlock conditions do not work properly. Change the translation for one of the combos available in Spring Cultivation minigame. Never surrendered, can be destroyed but not defeated. Was that Dragon Otis? I think, like the war stuff. Oh wait, a known issue for N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, all Ryoshu passes. Let me show everyone something very interesting. It's not worked properly. So even you prior to target readjustment fire, Ryoshu was staggered due to prior actions. And still I shall fire, so any time would still work. And should play with Ryoshu staggered. Issue with mutations. If N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, or all Ryoshu still one copies are always placed with other stills, the use still when his other opponent's attack effect fails to activate. Pleasure of Lunacy. Now it's time for the main thing, the E.G.O, N-Corp E.G.O. Okay, here's the ID. Their tremor, hemorrhage. This is the bleed tremor. Take less damage equal to some tremor potency and bleed potency to provide X and lose bleed count. So if it's gonna be like Tremor Storch, this will just be where 50% of damage is tremor and 50% of it will be bleed, and then lose bleed count. So just be like that, where instead of losing burn count, you'll be using bleed count, which I think bleed counts are far more valuable than burn count. So I don't know if it'll be the same values as like max of 50 of the damage can be tremor, 50 of it be bleed. And then days, more damage from and against Ryoshu. For every X stack of days. On death transfer unit ally, either with 3 Contempt or days. An X stacks into Contempt. Max stat 1. Take and deal less damage from and against Ryoshu. Targets with Contempt to not gain days. On death transfer unit's ally for sounds different part. Either with or without least Contempt for days. I think when using the attack, something days of awe underneath Contempt. Turn end expires as you think days next turn. So days they deal more damage, and after 7 they do to Contempt or X stacks. I think it's gonna be 7. It's max 7. I don't remember how Dubo. I don't want to do the wiki for Dubo. All right. Okay, so Contempt just thing. So against days Contempt, gain trash power, then torn power for every X bleed or plus tremor target. Tremor count, bleed count on first toin, then 2 inflict days. Be all unbreakable. So are they mono pierce? They are mono pierce. Okay. Because days or Contempt, gain trash power. Gain toin power for every X bleed plus tremor on target. First, inflict tremor and bleed potency. Second, unbreakable toin. So tremor and bleed count. Inflict days. X tremor count, trigger tremor burst, reduce tremor's count. All Contempt. Target has days. Still inflicts more bleed and tremor potency. For use X plus sum of days on all enemies, or plus Y sum of Contempt on enemies. Activate. Days of all descending beneath Contempt instead. Toin power and more damage for bleed and tremor on target. First toin, potency. Second toin, count for both. Third toin, deal more % damage for days. Inflict days without tracking. Amplitude conversion. Tremor hemorrhage. And on hit, trigger tremor burst and reduce tremor count. Then days of all underneath Contempt. There are no effects not triggered this still to be reused. Okay. The reuse thing, I guess. Deal less damage than sub-targets. If there is just a single target, deal more damage. Gain toin power for X bleed plus tremor. Deal more damage for every bleed plus tremor on main target. Deal more damage for X sum of days on all attack targets. I wonder if that more thing for single target counts if it has attack weight. Like morality. Don't know. Days of Contempt on all targets that are hit. Alright. Check out Contempt, deal more damage. Bleed and tremor count. Bleed and tremor count. Oh, what? Bleed and tremor count. Tremor count. Bleed and bleed count. And tremor hemorrhage. And tremor burst. Is single toin. And then this will, this is for the song here. Because N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, all Ryoshu. And attack with every X toin memory on self. Gain toin power for X poise on self. Gain base for every X poise on self. Gain poise for every toin memory. Lose toin memory on self XP. Toin memory on self. Lose them all and heal SP on self. Only doesn't target. It's dealt damage on sub targets. First turn was single hit. If N-Corp, Contempt, or Ryoshu survive, one random sub target takes damage. Gain more for X toin memory on self. Poise. The more for every 1% missing HP on main target. Bleed and bleed count. That's only if it. And then 2 drafts. Combat start. Dude does not have Contempt of Days. Expert Contempt of Days on enemies plus Contempt. Gain Contempt of Days. Use Contempt of Days in final power when hit or using this still. Inflict bleed count against the attacker. Contempt of Days. Okay, we'll start with the top here. Shit, I met my hand. Swip. Hits of Days. Days inflict more days. Alright. When hit by an enemy, inflict days into the attacker. If he has Contempt of Days, when hit by the attacker's final toin, inflict X% of the damage dealt by final toin. Swath damage. Alright, so swath damage. Uses base attack skill to consume days or days of Contempt, or Contempt on an enemy. Next turn, the enemy's days consume days of Contempt. So that's if they're still free when it consumes days in Contempt. They gain the days of Contempt. When staggered, gain protection and gain Contempt of Days next turn. On death, apply the following effects and free enemies with most days of Contempt. Quick bind, bleed count, tremor count. And then passive. We show everyone. N-Corp, E.G.O, Fallible E-Songs. Trigger just notified these following effects. For using self. N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, Ryoshu has Contempt of Days and can use their base cells. Use I Shall Fire so that's anytime against Ryoshu. Alright, so if they have Contempt of Days, Yi-san will immediately try to murder Ryoshu. Alright, that's good to know. Before using the skill, if the target's main target is N-Corp, E.G.O, Contempt, or Ryoshu, and if she can use a base skill, so Ryoshu uses still one as unopposed attack. It's the main target indiscriminate. Still one uses West Stands, and it still does not kill the main target. What? So if it isn't, so if they use I Shall Fire anytime, and Ryoshu does not have Contempt of Days, is not lowest, so she will use, Ryoshu uses still one is indiscriminate with one West damage does not kill the opponent to inflict Daze on them. Okay. It throws and tries support passive. The ally of the early support order hits the enemy with its attack, inflict bleed, targets bleed, inflict bleed count as well. And same thing with Tremor. Alright. So what is Contempt? So Contempt of Days is just them being targeted by Yi-song. Is that it? Alright. So you're still free from Ryoshu to consume Daze and Contempt, which is like the damage modifier for more and deal more, or deal less and take less from Ryoshu. Still free to consume it. Gain the Daze thing, and then Yi-song will shoot at Ryoshu. And then if Ryoshu survives, yeah. It's shown that Ryoshu parries it in like the trailer, but I don't see it anywhere here. Yeah, Tremor, Hemorrhage, Haze, Down. Bleed, yep, so Bleed, Tremor, and of course unique status with the Daze, which is more damage percentage. To be honest, I thought Hong Lu would have got like the Contempt, like an E.G.O Contempt Awe, because it's like, oh, if I remember, and it's like Yi-song had like the League of Nine Literatures. I thought they'd do that, but instead they did JIQ. And then they gave it to Ryoshu, because they already had the Contempt All E.G.O, I guess. So, seems they're gonna do that more. But if you try to do like a Nine Literatures team, the new one, she also has the Nelly one. So it's like, oh. Well, I'm assuming Nelly and Ahab will also gain E.G.O Deer, I'm assuming, later on. I don't know if they'll ever do new IDs for them, but of course, this would just be the E.G.O Deer, not the actual character. I'm not gonna think about it too much, but I sort of stepped over this. Basically, I was going way too fast. I am a bit sick right now. So I'll leave this here. I've been Wavdium. Bye. Let me just audio test real tricks. If I'm talking normally like this, how loud is it? Okay, no, if I'm talking normally like this, actually how loud is it? This is worse than on YouTube. Find it lower maybe.